Hi, I'm Megan Catherin Enlightenment is my game. Here for the awakening, the ascending, and doing it with you, reminding you where you're at, maybe feeling into things that you aren't yet able to articulate. Not that I'm the greatest of articulators, but it is more my thing that I will connect in with spirit and understand some of the energy management that is required for us to move forward. And right now, there's a lot of navigating videos out there because there's a lot of energies, portals, timelines, etc., all happening. And we really are stepping into an entire new field of experience. Tomorrow, the 999 occurs. Right now, it's 20 past 7 on the 8th. And I'm feeling that energy, have been for about 2 days now, particularly. It began from the first. We really did step into an entire new time scheme, an entire new realm, an entire new experience that we would call New Earth. It has begun. It is the awakening. And so we are now beginning to see, feel, and experience anew. What is there to see, feel, and experience? That is the biggest question. And that is the discovery zone that I sit in, you sit in, and letting go of some of the old ways that we've been operating. The 999 stands for the 9th of September, the 9th month, and 2025 adds up to 9. Now, in me, for some reason, numerology has purpose, has a reason. I've looked it up and I don't necessarily remember it. A lot of these kind of things, I don't remember the details, but within me, I know them to have truth or power. And this portal of the 999 is very significant. It is the endings. It is the endings of the 9. That's what it represents. And next year, the 2026, so the 226 adding up to 10, which you drop the 0 and is a 1. So we're stepping from a 9 back to that cycle of 1. But it's a whole new ballgame. We are not on the same field anymore. And so we need to change up how and what we are doing, become aware of what we are and aren't reacting to, what we are and are igniting or not igniting within ourselves, and following that movement. So I wrote a few things down just as a downloaded kind of message. So I'm going to read that. And hopefully there's something in there for you to feel into the depths of, perhaps to help you navigate. And then I am offering a meditation to my Patreon membership, those mystics that are available. There's 2 tiers available in there, so you can join in on one of those. And the first tier is what this will be, the navigating. But we'll have a meditation to help with that, to help shift anything that is dense that needs to be released. A lot of that is going on. August, sorry. I don't know why I said April. Maybe April was the same. But August was a big month for shifting stuff. I think April was when it really started to amp up, and it's probably not stopped since for most of us. But there is this very deep releasing going on. So this is what this speaks to as well. So they actually had said that this was a light worker message, they being the spirit, the great one, the source, the energy of many that I am tuning into. And they're saying that the 999 portal, sorry, is a call for a new opportunity, assignment, or calling that is reaching you now. So you've been called. You're feeling an opportunity or an assignment or an absolute calling and purpose coming forward. So many of us know that within ourselves right now, yet we haven't been able to pull it forward yet. And so 2 nights ago, I was given an understanding just before I went to sleep. I had to write it down quickly with a pencil so that I wouldn't forget. And it was, let the knowing of who you are be. Let the knowing of who you are be. No stories, only depth. So this is where we're really dredging up the depth of the densities that are still remaining within us. There is no story. We may have a faint understanding of it. We might know it to be a particular type of energy, and we may not. What we need to know and allow is the movement. Allow the movement. So let the knowing of who you are be. So we need to let it come forward and drop a lot of our stories, if not all our stories. But a lot of our stories are negative or hold trauma still or keep us looping in that, and they can't be sustained anymore. And so the more you hang on to those stories, the deeper you are going to find yourself dredging, walking and wading through that depth of body, what the body is holding, what is deep in your field. It will become heavier and heavier if you keep speaking to it, keeping the stories going, looking for story, trying to make head or tail, and instead allow your own light, which is really switching on, and especially for those who've been working at this for some time, the ascended, awakened ones who have been working with the light and the grids and bringing all of this energy and acting as those rods for that. You can do this. You have the capacity to let this move through you. Majority of you know this, and all I'm doing here is saying, well done, keep going, because that's exactly what needs to keep happening. But also look to that future, that what is it I want? What is it I'm going to be doing? What is it that my heart is desiring? What's deep in me that wants to be heard? So follow the authenticity of your energy, follow the movement, stay in your heart and follow this drive, this heart drive. So it's not the mind that is leading, obviously. We need to let that go. But things come to mind, things arise, things come to you through others, their awarenesses. And that's why it's need for community, and keep chatting to those who are up there in that level of things for you. But let go of anybody who seems a bit loopy or stuck or ignoring a lot of their other depths. A lot of what is happening now is alone time, being on your own, not on your own because you have all of spirit, you have your higher self, that's embodying more, you have nature with you, and you have many who are at that level of frequency and understanding to move with you and help and assist in that, just by talking about it, just by being there, by feeling their energy even. So a lot of that is happening, but it is the time now being the key, to align to your new. So we're looking for that new. We're not going on and banging on about the old stories, not even the stuff that was good. Then we might have been doing particular healing patterns or doing certain types of work, and now we need to let that go. We might have been living in a certain place and it's great and it's a beautiful energy, and you've been working with the land here, you've been working with those around you, you've been putting your light into it, but it may be time for you to move. So there's a lot of this now movement of alignment coming into where you align in the new field, the new earth field, the heaven on earth field, what wants to rise. So now is the time to align to your new. In this ever-present moment, follow your now. So this is the ever. The ever is that ongoing, infinite experience of God. The ever is the everything. The ever is the forever. Everything that exists is in it. Right, wrong, or otherwise, dark or light, it all exists. But we're in this ever-present focus of following our now through the stillness, through our listening, and we're seeing the darkness, but we're letting it shift. We're letting the light, we're seeing the light, and we're letting it come in. We're starting to really follow that baseline of love and joy, that pleasure, that excitement, that interest, that curiosity. So you need to allow for yourself to move with these one step at a time, one moment in it. Allow it to rise in you. Listen deeply with your intuitive body. Your brain has a great intuition circle. I call it the mercurial mind, the one that kind of pulls all sorts of things in, that spirit steps into, that you can hear and know the consciousness, right? That's all available. and you're connecting in with that intuitive body that is all part of your dimensional self, the many within you, the aspects of you. And you are all aligned in so many different ways to all the dimensions that have been compressing as the new earth. The 12 dimensions that we can connect into physically. So our physical bodies are feeling a lot of that. We know that we can etherically go further into many more dimensions and realms, but there is a compression of this 12th dimensional experience happening, and possibly more in the future. But this ability to know that there is more, we're like a little bubble in a great big field of earth, and we're now starting to understand what that realm of everything is. It's becoming our reality. So allow it to rise in you. Listen deeply with your intuitive body. Open your mind to your heart and hear its calling. Answer that. Answer that calling. One moment at a time, in the ever-present moment that is the now. Follow your now and now and now, right? This is the awakening, with the emphasis on the, not a awakening. We've had many awakenings, another awakening, but this is the awakening, the one you came here for. You are being called to assist in the awakening. This is what you came here for. The 999 portal represents this, from the 9 to the 1, a 9-year moving into a 1, ending to beginning, 2025 to 2026. We are moving through this next 18 or plus months to probably to the April following in 2027. You'll feel a definite shift going on as you are opening up. And this portal that we step across tomorrow or through is like coming into this new land. And you're going to feel different about yourself. You're going to find different things happening. It says that gateway for light workers and the ascension assistance teams is the awakening. Even though many are still to show signs of the awakening within to out with, internally to externally, they are moving with it. So many still aren't showing the signs, but they are moving with it. So it's an interesting time. You can't judge anybody. They may well be on the precipice of awakening, the awakening that they came here to be a participant in. Being bold and open to stepping into the unknown. This is super important, to be bold. It's not easy. There's so many of these depressions that are depths and densities holding us back, and they need to bubble up and out. We are clearing out our layers to each dimensional portal that connects to us like a big telephone lines. There isn't one line, there's many lines that all connect to the oneness. And so we're opening those portals up within our bodies. And so we need to be open to the unknown. It's not the same. Things are a bit different, but that listening within, sitting within, giving time to within, this is important. Very important right now. You're not alone. Even though many of us are having to stop things, feeling the calling to step away from our groups, our communities, to do things. It's happened to me. My Patreon community has changed. This month is the turning point. I have stopped doing my Mondays, every Monday for over 2.5 years, doing a recording with a bunch of people on Zoom. Not doing that anymore. However, this is going out on YouTube, which is not my normal avenue. It will be on Patreon, which is great because I get it ad-free. But it also means that I can give more to the Patreon people. So there is going to be a meditation or a healing or a revealing into those depths. And we're going to lift a few things. And I don't know what's to happen with that. I'm kind of spirited like, we'll do that next. But that's not what I'm giving here. So here on this video right now, we're really opening to the boldness in ourselves. It's there. Don't be frightened. But every time you feel the reticence to move forward, go into those depths. Don't try and think it out. Don't give yourself a barrage of whatever. That's the old. We don't need that rubbish anymore. We're coming away from identity. We're coming away from story, and we're moving into that body to go, what is it? What is it I imagine or see? What is it that I feel? What is it I have an intention with? What is it that I am being led to? What else is being shown in my field by signs or synchronicities or repeated things showing up again and again? Okay. Maybe 2 or 3 times you think, okay, dragonfly has appeared in many things. It's showing itself in the reality. I've seen a dragonfly. It's showing itself in a picture at the train station or the doctor's surgery or the wherever. It's showing itself on my social media, someone discussing a dragonfly they saw. All of these things are starting to come forward. And they're there for us because they're your reality showing you, your greater self showing you. We are really reflecting ourselves into the environment right now. And in that, we can't be focused too much on the negative or the depths of conspiracy or problem. We need to be in solution, and we don't even need to know what the problem was that we are having a solution to, what the step is we're taking and why we're taking it. We're doing it because it's an inner drive, an inner need, an inner requirement of the awakening. You are taking up your role, your purpose, whatever it might be, even if it's just to hold space within yourself or to keep clearing, or it is moving into something new, speaking out, playing with things in the environment, within your environment, trying something, going off on a totally different tangent, moving, traveling, who knows, anything, whatever creative spark wants to be inspired in you, look to follow it. Look for your inner confidence and boldness. And even when you don't know, just be authentic. Go with what is happening. The now moment, but keep moving into alignment. That is your intention. The alignment of I am part of the awakening and I'm doing what my role is. Even if I don't understand it, even if I don't have the ability to voice it, even if I can't tell anyone else what it is. The very fact that you exist means you have an important role. You weren't here out of sheer just because. You're here because we need you, one way or another. And it doesn't have to be big and showy. It could actually be quite big on the inside because you have the capacity to hold so much light, so much love, and to let that overflow. And you've been working on bringing that to the surface, filling yourself up, clearing out your cup so it can overflow. You become a beautiful cascade of this energy, and you live from that higher heart, that higher you, that wise one that knows a lot of words aren't needed. It's frequency and energy, vibration, alignment to love, the light, the openness, the ability to let it flow. That is who you are. Is key. So one step at a time, moment to moment. Support is here. You have your light, the light you've always been creating from and with. It's a container within the field for you, the new earth field where beings meet you. Wisdom arises, love reminds you and flows from you. You are here to be this, reconnected to the entirety, the wholeness, the one, heaven on earth, moving with it, revealing it to yourself. This is what we are revealing, the heaven on earth. As I said, that greater field now. What is that? That connection. We've inverted the matrix. And although it still fights out there, still wants to be heard and seen, still has some threads through the earth that we are, there is this greater earth. And that is where we are connecting to the heavenly self, to the heavenly choir, to the beingness of one. And that means we're bringing it to earth through our own hearts, through our own bodies, through our own star systems. We are a star system each. So this requires great openness. And this is why we're clearing our bodies of that held trauma. We're getting everything moving and allowing that vagus nerve to really be alive, to let our sensitivity that once was a burden become our strength. We are connecting. We are flowing the higher versions of life through us. And those movements, those weird little things you want to do, they're perfect. So keep doing them. And if you feel to do nothing, if you feel to just kind of be ordinary, mundane, do your thing. Help out your children, your grandchildren, your friends, your neighbors. Just be there. If that is your joy, if that feels like the pull, the call, do that. It's not always about being this spiritual speaking person or spiritual acting person. It's about kindness. It's about love, compassion, being the higher light, being the higher mind, allowing the openness of the wise to come through, to be the channel that you truly are, the creative channel, the energy channel, the light channel, the love channel. You are a channel. You are a conduit for all of that. So this requires great openness. It requires stillness, dedication to your time for being, your time for yourself, your time for these activities, for following your signature as it awakens in you. You have a source signature, the source of all you are. That energy, you're realigning to that. You're flowing with that. Your source signature is alive, being expressed, and just being you, expressing it, being it, living it, knowing it, and allowing it to show in whatever ways. It could be big, could be ordinary, could be organic and leads into something big. Could be something that you don't even see the purpose of, but it feels right. Writing that book, which is something I'm starting to feel the need to do, because I know that it will help me channel more, open my channel more, bring in wise stuff. How much of it gets shared? Don't know. Is the book of great importance? Don't know. Don't care. I feel the urge to do it. So I'm in that a lot of time for myself writing, which is why I had to change up how I was showing up in the Patreon community. I'm still showing up and they're still getting a lot, and there is certainly a huge library for anyone that wants to join. But anyway, I digress. So what we want to talk about here is being curious and allowing yourself to play. This is super important because we have to let go of seriousness. And this was so important for me just over the last couple of days. And I didn't know it was a thing until I spoke via texting, message bank on to one of the Patreon communities, one of our founder communities, lady who just was blabbing on about certain things, and I came out with it about needing to play and letting go of seriousness. And suddenly it was like, oh my God, I need that. That came out of me, that channeled through me. That was my directive. And she helped me shift that. And I'm going to actually use some of that in the meditation. So that sense of seriousness, responsibility, a lot of that is because we were told we had to be serious. Stop being silly, stop playing stuff, don't ask things. Your pattern is not what we want. Your joy is not what we want. It's uncomfortable, right? So you felt that you had to be serious, and seriousness meant not being you. Serious meant not following what you really wanted to, and you kind of stepped that part of you out of yourself. Those parts are coming back. Those parts are being brought in. And a lot of those portals we used to have open as children were shut down or blocked by this pushing ourselves out there. Oh, that part of my dimensional self can't stay here, right? That galactic part of me can't be here. That story of me, of who I am and what I am and how I operate from my source signature many times in many lifetimes, that part can't be with me. So we've pushed a lot of that away, and now that's all coming back down the tubes, so to speak, into us. All these portals are opening within us. So this 999 portal is not only does it have this very big connotation of the earth portals, and it's more like a cosmic portal, the whole of earth moving with the cosmics to that heavenly expression. We have stepped into that now. We're stepping through the doorway to it to start experiencing it. Oh, did you just feel that? Felt everything just move behind me like a One of those little drunken moments where you feel like you're a bit, whoa, I need to put my feet on the ground and I'm a bit woozy. That feeling, that's a shift. That's a movement into more. That was good. That concept of seriousness has a tendency to block ourselves. There's also that tendency or the concept of wanting to save everyone because we didn't feel saved, so we feel we need to save everyone in response. And yet really there's no one to be saved. It's just reconnect. When you come back into your own self, you don't need to be holding it for everyone else. But we filled up with everyone else's needs, everyone else's dump ground, everyone else's stuff. And we tried to be something for everyone in order to save them, in order to save ourselves. If we keep ourselves appropriate to everybody else, if we keep helping them, then we don't have to deal with the knowledge that I'm wrong because I don't fit or I wasn't doing it the way they wanted. And that was all the matrixy stuff, all the conditioning, all the past. And we don't need to hang on to any of those depths anymore. We don't have to know the stories. We don't have to understand even who it was or what it was. We just know that that stuff is rising up out as these energies are opening up all our portals, all our spidey senses so that we can be reconnected. Our telephone wires are being opened big time. We can hear. We can have that conversation, even if it's not in words that you understand. It's in energies, it's in heart, it's in cosmic knowledge, it's innate intelligence, it's love. So we didn't have to hold it for everyone, resolve it for everyone. That's not where it lies anymore. Your time is now to share who you are, who you really are. I don't think we've got much more here, which is great. Yeah, so just understanding that you have this power, but sometimes it helps to have a wider container. And that's why I'm going to offer to the patrons this meditation where we're going to lift these weights of density out. Some of the ones I just talked about and any others they can feel, because I know they have the power. All that I do with spirit and my source signature self is to create a container for that to happen in a very, very safe way so they can feel that energy within themselves. It kind of keeps all the other stuff out, focuses on one intention. So what else have I got? Yeah, so I'm going to do a meditation to help shift that density and to allow you to move more with your drive, that soul drive, that heart drive, your source signature, being felt and expressed without seriousness or its burden, without pain held in the body. A lot of it is just pain, right? The pain we received because we didn't fit. The pain we received in one way or another in lifetimes, in the karmic cycles, in the matrix, in whatever other forms of galactic issues that have occurred. This is a repeated cycle, spirals of rubbish we no longer need. This is over now. The Kali Yuga is moving. We have moved from it. We have stepped across the threshold on the first, if not before, to be honest, I think earlier in the year. So without pain held in the body or in the field of you, none of that shame, guilt, insufficiency, we're going to let all of that go. So I want to lead you through something that can help with that. So I want to say goodbye now to those who are on the YouTube or just in my free membership part of the Patreon. Bye. I hope that some of this has been helpful to you. I hope that you will look into it for yourself because you don't need me. You know how to do this and go deeper, a lot of you. But for those who aren't or those who've signed up to Patreon because they don't necessarily have all the time to dedicate to themselves in this way, although we can all make time and we all need to make more time, especially now, to follow those movements that are calling us, to follow those opportunities, etc. But at the same time, I am here to help when and where I can. So you may feel that I can speak some of what you haven't been able to speak, but you've been feeling or you're ready for. Thank you so much. And I'll say bye to you guys now. And we're going to actually go into that meditation for the patron group.